So I went ahead and put the math games in my math bins. I wanted to show you something really, really cool that we are using. So this is an energy stick. I did go to Target last night because why did I even go there? Ooh. Good morning, YouTube. Overall, my weekend was really good. Obviously, now with my training, I do spend a lot of time running, so I don't really have as much just like free time. So typically Saturdays are my days to run and edit my classroom vlog and then spend time with Billy. And then Sundays are my days to run and get planning done, which I was able to get a fair amount done last night. I did not plan out math for the whole week. I just planned out math for today, but I did plan out science for the whole week. And starting this week, I'm gonna do a full week of science. My team teacher is gonna do a full week of social studies, and then next week we will switch. So by getting all of my science plans done for this week, I'm actually done for the next 2 weeks, because next week I'm gonna use all of her social studies plans. So that is awesome. I do need to go to the science lab this morning and get some materials because we are starting circuits, which I'm super excited about because that's like instant engagement. There's some things you teach where you have to make it engaging because it's just boring if we're being completely honest. But there's some things that you teach that are just automatically engaging, and I love that. I also need to put some sticky notes on some things that my TA is gonna copy, but otherwise I'm good to go, which is awesome. I also printed out a bunch of math games. So I brought the ones with me that I need for today because in math, we're gonna do a quick lesson, and then I have a fair amount of students who need to finish a mixed numbers quiz. So while they're finishing the quiz, the rest of the students will be doing some games to practice what we learned in the lesson. So I'm gonna laminate those once I get to school. No, I'm not. I already laminated them last night. What am I talking about? Okay, that's awesome. I don't have to laminate those, but I do have a pile of like literally this many games at home that I've printed out, but I haven't laminated. So I'm just gonna work on that throughout the week because I don't really need it right now anyway. But first, I need to go get some coffee because it's a Monday and I'm just like, you know what? I want some coffee. Plus, we have no food in my house, so I do not have anything to take for breakfast. So I'm gonna have to grab like a sandwich or something from Dunkin' Donuts.
Hello, good morning, can I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a medium hot latte with the Thin Mints flavor?
Okay.
And one of the turkey sausage flatbreads, please.
We don't have flatbread, we have English muffin now.
Okay, that's fine.
719 in the program.
Thank you. So these are the papers that I printed out at home that I will have my TA make copies of. I just print out one copy and then I put sticky notes on it when I get here and have her make copies. And then these are the math games that my students who are not finishing their quiz are going to play. These are from, I think the store is Games for Gains, but I will link these in the description box. I have the entire like set for all of the standards for all of 4th grade math, and they're wonderful because the students actually love playing them, and like they are rigorous and engaging. You know, some games I think are just kind of like blah, but these are actually really, really good, and they have so many, and it's just, they're amazing. So I cannot recommend these enough if you are a 4th grade math teacher. So I went ahead and put the math games in my math bins. So I have the game, the answer sheet, and then this little plastic container that has dice and counters. This game only uses counters, but I like to have that in there because some of the games use dice. So these containers I got from Walmart, but you can also get them on Amazon. I will link them for you down below. I just really like them because I feel like they're the perfect size for storing like math games or math centers. And I have 8 of them. So most of the games are played in partners. That's enough for 16 students to be playing. So obviously not enough for the whole class, but it's great for early finishers. I just took my students to art, and my plan for this morning during my playing time is to get stuff ready for science for the week. So we are starting circuits. I did have one of my students this morning take plastic baggies, and she put in there a D battery and a light bulb. I need to go through and cut some wire because obviously I couldn't have a student do that. But each bag is going to need a piece of wire with the end stripped. So I'm gonna have to do, let's see, there's 11 bags and 2, so 22 strips of wire, put them into the bags, and then I'm ready to go for today. So I ended up having to go to a meeting, which took up half of my planning time, so I only had about a half an hour left, but I did get all of those bags of the circuit materials ready to go for science, and I have about 10 minutes left of my planning time. Everything that I graded over the weekend, I put into the grade book this morning, so I think I'm just gonna sit and like keep grading papers because I still have like a pretty big stack of stuff that I need to get to, and I wanna get that done ASAP because interims are due on, well, they go home on Friday, so I think they're due like Wednesday or Thursday, so I definitely need to get on that. It is now lunchtime. The morning has gone okay. Like math actually went really well. My students did really well with parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular lines. I just did some quick direct instruction on that, and then they had a little bit of practice while some of my students had to finish quizzes that they took like 2 weeks ago, and we just have not had a chance to finish them. So some of my students went with my TA to the science lab to finish their quizzes. The rest of my students played those games to practice, and overall they did a really nice job. Then I was really hoping to get into circuits in science, but my block 1 still had to do social studies presentations, so we got those done, and then we will start circuits after lunch. But with my block 2 today, I will be starting it first thing because their presentations are all done. I wanted to show you something really, really cool that we are using. So this is an energy stick. It's by Steve Spangler, which if you teach science and you don't know who he is, you need to Google him ASAP because he's amazing. But you can actually get this off of Amazon. I will link it for you. It's literally like $8 or $9, and if you teach like 4th grade science and you teach anything about energy or circuits, I highly recommend you get one of these. It's super cool. So basically you are able to make like a closed circuit by holding both ends of the stick, and it makes noise and it lights up, and it's really cool because you can actually have your students get in a big circle around the room, have them all hold hands, and then one person holds the energy stick, or you can hold it between 2 kids and it will light up even with the entire class doing it. So it's really, really cool. You can investigate like only touching like fingertips and just all that cool stuff. So this is awesome. If you do not have one of these and you teach any of that, I highly recommend you get one. I will link it for you down below. So I am now going to sit and I'm going to enjoy my lunch. I do have some papers that I got graded. I got one assignment graded during the rest of my planning time. I'm gonna try to enter it into the grade book during my lunch so that it's done and out of the way and I can get it off of my desk, and I'll catch up with you all after school. It is now after school. It's actually like 5:30ish because I went to Girls on the Run right after school. The afternoon went really, really well. I got all the way through the first circuit lesson with my students, and just I love seeing them engaged, and these lessons, like it's so easy for them to be engaged because it's such an awesome topic. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the week. My team teachers and I talked, and tomorrow we're actually going to do 50-minute blocks in the morning, and then we're gonna have homeroom time in the afternoon because the other teachers still have to finish F&P testing. I am all done, which is awesome because then that gives me some more time to hopefully just get some stuff done in the afternoon. Yes. But it also will give me a chance to be able to pull students and like work with them to go over some things that I need to go over and just give them extra support. So I'm just looking forward to having tomorrow afternoon with like out any real responsibilities of like stuff that I have to get done, like trying to cram in testing. I will have more of a relaxing afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because like I said, it is 5:30. Girls on the Run is over, but I now have to go for my run. So I'm gonna go to the gym because it's very cold outside and it's already getting dark. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have a grading party. I have a couple more assignments that I need to get graded. And if I can get that done tomorrow, that would just be awesome so that I can focus on getting interims done. I think they have to be done by Thursday. So I'm gonna go get my run on and then I'll catch up with you all in the morning. Good morning, YouTube. I felt like I was really productive last night. I got math planned for today, Wednesday, and then I like kind of started on Thursday. I also got some more games printed out. I did not laminate any of the ones that I printed out over the weekend because it's literally a pile like this thick. But because I use HP Instant Ink and I have 300 prints per month, I had like 200 left for the month of February, and they like ran out tomorrow. Like it restarted today, so I was like, I need to use these. So that's why I was printing all of those. those. I did print out some cards that I'm gonna need for math class tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to get those laminated this morning, although I don't need them today, so it's not really a big deal if I don't get them laminated, but if I can get it done ahead of time, that would be great. I also got 2 assignments graded, not quite as much as I was hoping, but I was watching The Bachelor, so it wasn't like super productive, but you know what? I did more than I would usually do, so I feel good about that. During my planning time today, those 2 assignments that I graded, I will put into the grade book, and then my goal is to get like all of my grading done today, since we are gonna do 50-minute blocks in the morning and then have our homeroom classes in the afternoon to F&P test, but I am done F&P testing. I should have plenty of time to work on it. I have to go meet with my team teachers this morning for collaborative planning, so I'm gonna get to school and I'll catch up with you all there. So I spent a little bit of time this morning prepping thank yous for chaperones for our field trip last week. So we went to Arlington Echo and we had a total, I had 6 chaperones, my team teacher had 9. So I just printed these little notes. It says field trips are hectic, but field trips are fun. Without volunteers like you, they couldn't be done. Thank you so much for chaperoning. And I just wrote my name at the bottom. These are part of my field trip forms pack, so I will link those for you down in the description box if you are interested. But I just printed these out on plain white paper, nothing fancy. And then I just wrapped it around the Kit Kat bar, so you can see like that message is on the front and then that part's on the bottom. I printed these out like full size. I probably should have scaled them down a little bit and then I could have just taped them like right on the front of the Kit Kat, but that's okay, this works. I just went ahead and wrapped them and then I'm gonna hand those out to the students who had a parent chaperone today. Life update. It is already after school. In fact, it's about 4:20 right now. I did not get a chance to vlog during my actual planning time because my team teachers and I were trying to like hurry up and figure out what we were gonna have the kids do today during our homeroom time. We did have like an idea, but we had to track down the articles and make the copies and all that good stuff. So it was a little bit hectic, but we got it all done. Then during lunch, I actually had some students for a lunch bunch, so I did not get a chance to vlog then, and now it is the end of the day. Overall, the day was really good. I only had my students for 50 minutes this morning, so we did a real quick math lesson. It was just fluency, like practice on measuring angles in degrees using a protractor. Overall, I think it went well. My kids definitely just need more practice with it, but they're gonna continue to do that tomorrow, so it's all good. Then in the afternoon during the homeroom time, I was able to get lots of grading done. In fact, I have all of my grading done. I'm so excited. Now tomorrow I will have a science assignment that I want to get graded and in the grade book before interims go home on Friday, but otherwise I'm good to go. I'm so excited about it. I got everything done and that's less for me to worry about tonight because I knew I was going to be productive and I was going to get stuff done, but I didn't know I was going to get all of my grading done, so that is a nice surprise. I actually already have my plans ready to go for tomorrow as well. I do need to film something tonight for Highland, so we have like assignments that we have to post, one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and one on Saturday for 6 weeks. So Wednesday is like a weekly reflection, so I need to record that and like edit it and get it ready to go to post tomorrow, so I'll work on that tonight. And then I'm gonna be taking a day, either Thursday or Friday, I haven't decided, but I have just so many things like outside of school that I need to do. Like I need to get a doctor's appointment, I need to get tax stuff ready, like I just have so many like adulting things that I need to get done that I just have not had a chance to do. So I'm gonna have to take a day off of school and just be able to get that done, which I've taken one day so far this year and it was for a trip that I already had planned, so I don't really feel bad about it. Like, you know what, I came when I had the stomach flu and I was throwing up at 3 a.m, so I think I deserve to take a day now. Not that I need to justify it, but there you go. So I am gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's like I said, it's like 4:25 now. I'm going to head to the gym. It's rainy and cold outside, so I'm gonna run on the treadmill, get my run done, go home, maybe work on sub plans. I don't know if it's gonna be Thursday or Friday yet that I'm gonna take, so maybe I'll look at like what I have planned for both of those days and figure out which one would be better for me to take a day, get that done tonight, get my filming done, and then I will catch up with you all in the morning. Good morning, YouTube. I didn't really really do anything like school related last night because I had done a lot the night before. Last night I had to film, I had to edit, I had to answer a lot of emails and things like that. So it's kind of exciting. The last I had checked, we were just supposed to get like rain overnight. It was just supposed to rain for the next like 12 hours. But I looked outside before I went to bed. It was like 11 o'clock and I was like, oh my gosh, there's snow outside. Like I had no idea it was supposed to snow, and I checked the forecast and it was supposed to snow until like 3 a.m. and then it was supposed to turn to rain. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had my hopes up for some kind of a delay, but we didn't end up getting it. Now granted, the roads do look fine, like because it had rained before and it rained after, the roads are just kind of wet. But you know what? You can't blame me for hoping. I need to get to school. We do have a meeting this morning. It's a SIT meeting, I think, SAT. Yeah, Student Intervention Team, I think is what that stands for. But it's basically like the whole faculty is there at the meeting. So I'm gonna get to that, and then during my planning time, I have to meet with my team teacher. So I don't know exactly when I will catch up with you next. I'm also having a lunch bunch today, so it'll be a little bit hectic, but I will catch up with you all when I can. So the other night I printed out these sheets, which just comes from our curriculum. It just has different like shapes with angles on the inside. So I'm gonna put these up around the room in the sticky clips that I have, and my students are gonna go around with protractors, measure the angle. They're going to write it down on their recording sheet. They're gonna classify the angle, and then whatever measurement it was, like let's just say this one was 71 degrees, they're then gonna go to the card that has that measurement, and that will be the next one that they measure. So it'll make a loop for them and they'll end up back at the same card that they started at. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these up around the room. It is the end of the day. Girls on the Run just finished. I am now back in my room. I have this hot mess all over my desk that I need to clean up, plus a million other things, let me tell you guys. So I need to write subplans for tomorrow since I'm gonna take a day because I need to get my life in order. I need to get my interims done because they have to be done by tomorrow morning, but since I'm not gonna be here, they really have to be done by tonight. I need to clear off this desk, and then I also need to come up with an activity for tomorrow. So on Thursdays we have study hall, and we've decided to have study hall for like half of that hour, so for 30 minutes, and then the other 30 minutes our students are going to do some kind of activity because not all of our students have like things to do during study hall, so then they end up like bored or don't really have anything to do. So we wanted to like just shorten that time and have an activity for them. So my team teachers and I alternate months for doing like morning work. So I have the month of March for morning work, and I have all of that done. I actually did that back in like January. I got all of March done, but then we decided to start adding in these activities on Thursdays, and we decided whoever's month it is for morning work will also come up with the activity. So I have to come up with an activity for tomorrow. I have to write subplans, and I have to get my desk cleaned off and interims and a lot of stuff. So I'm slightly stressed, and right now I'm thinking, well, it would be so much easier just to come to school tomorrow. But I so badly need to get stuff done at home. Like I need to make a doctor's appointment. I need to get taxes done. Like that is a really big one right now. I have a tax appointment coming up and I have nothing ready. So I'm gonna have to spend a day on that, and like I just have so much to get done. So like I know I need to take a day, but it's stressing me out to have to do that. So I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna try to be as productive as possible, and I will catch up with you all hopefully at the end with it all being done. I officially have all of my subplans laid out and ready to go. It was a huge pain, but I know it will be worth it when I can finally get stuff done tomorrow. So if you are interested, I know I've said this several times, but in case you are new to my videos, these are my editable subplan templates. They are in my TPT store. I will link them for you down in the description box if you are interested in them. For me, it just makes it really easy for me to type out what all my sub is going to do with my students and just keep it broken up by like subject and time and all that good stuff. So one other thing, I always leave a treat for my substitute. So now that my desk is just filled up with all of this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So it is 8:15 and I'm just now finishing everything up, and I know that that stinks, and I was here way later than I wanted to be, and unfortunately, like, one of my downfalls is when I get really stressed out or really overwhelmed, or I have a really long to-do list, like, I just start to like freak out that I have so much to get done, and then I sit there and like I can't focus on any of it, and I try to like chunk it and break it up, but I spend a lot of time just like freaking out. And that's what I did tonight. Unfortunately, I was not super productive. Like, it just took me a long time to get through everything, and I had to come up with the activity for study hall for tomorrow. So since it is Women's History Month, I'm having them watch a video on Clara Barton, like a biography type video, and then they're going to discuss it a little bit, and then they're going to make a commemorative coin, and that's what this is for. I just like made a circle template, so they're going to design the front of the coin and the back of the coin, and that's just going to have to be good enough because it took me forever even to come up with that, even though it's super basic, but my mind just was not working. And then I had to get all of the subplan stuff ready. I had to print out copies, I had to put sticky notes on it, I had to clean off my desk. I also had to go through all of my like missing work from students and have that ready to go for them to do during study hall for tomorrow. And I had to put sticky notes on all of that to like tell them what to do and take it to their classes so that they have it in the morning. And I had to write out like what my TA is going to do tomorrow. I had to make an answer key for her, and I had to give her, and I'm gonna have her pull some students tomorrow, so I had to give her like instructions for that. But I'm finally done. It's 8:15. I'm gonna get out of here. I am not going to vlog at all tomorrow because I am taking this day because I have to get stuff done. I'm not even gonna sleep in. Like, I'm gonna get up in normal time and just try to be as productive as possible. So I'm not gonna vlog my day, but I will see you all on Thursday, hopefully, when I'm feeling less stressed out. Good morning, YouTube. Let me start by saying that I am a huge supporter of like mental health days, or just taking a day when you really need it. And at the same time, I'm also the person who never wants to take a day. Like, when I'm actually sick, I never want to take a sick day because it is so much more work to actually have a substitute than it is just to be there. However, I forget when I do take days like yesterday, when I really just need to get stuff done, how much better I feel afterwards. Like, I just feel so much less stressed because in the back of my head, I've been thinking about how I had to get my taxes done. I had to get my taxes done. I had to get my taxes done. And it's been stressing me out. So yesterday I slept until 8. So I slept in an extra hour, got up, went downstairs. I took over the kitchen table because I had like spread out and make piles and all that good stuff, but I got them done. It took 5 hours, but I got them done. So they're all sealed up in an envelope. Billy's going to mail them off to my CPA for me today, but my portion of it is done. So technically they're not done. They're not filed, but my portion, like the thing that I had to fill out, is done for my CPA. So I feel a lot better. After that, I ate lunch. It was kind of a later lunch. I didn't eat until like 2 o'clock. Went for my run. Billy and I ran a couple of errands, came home. I had a lot of emails to answer, and then I lesson planned for today, and that was it. I went to bed, but overall, like, my stress level just feels so much better. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed sleeping in a little bit, you know, until 8 o'clock, getting up, eating my breakfast, and I was productive, and it felt so good. So I have to go to a new teacher committee meeting this morning. I don't think it'll take up all of the time, but it'll probably take up over half of the time. And then I will catch up with you all later on.
Hello, good morning, can I help you?
Good morning. Can I get a large hot latte with a thin mint flavor, please?
Large hot latte with 10 mint flavor, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So overall, my desk is in really good condition after having a substitute. Like, I'm really happy. Everything's just in a nice, neat pile, but there is no note or anything. So I'm like, oh my goodness, how did yesterday go? Like, you gotta give me something. And I even put at the very bottom of my sub plans, like, a spot, and I say, like, please let me know how your day was. Like, give me something, and nothing. So I guess I'm gonna have to ask my kids, although I don't think I can fully rely on what they tell me. I did go to Target last night because, why did I even go there? Oh, I had to get a mailing envelope for my taxes, and I ended up getting a couple of other things. So I got transparent tape. It is my favorite tape to use. Obviously I have, oh, no I don't apparently. Oh, okay. I do have tape. It's just not currently set up the way it's supposed to be. There we go. So I have my regular Scotch tape, but when I tape on labels or anything like that, I like to use transparent tape. So I got some more of that. I also got the like long envelopes because I have 1.5 million of the short envelopes, but I always end up needing long ones if I'm sending home a paper or something like that. So I went ahead and grabbed some of those. And then I got some of the Papermate Ink Joy gel pens. I really like these. So if you look at like my caddy of my different pens, these are Frixion like erasable pens, and I do really like those for grading. I have like my smelly markers, my Flair pens. I love me Flair pens, but sometimes I just feel like writing more with like a gel pen, and so I really like the Papermate Ink Joy gel pens, but I did not have any black ones. I have colored ones and I really wanted black ones, so I went ahead and grabbed some of those. And when I came in this morning, I had this as a gift from a student. It is traditional Irish soda bread, so I'm really excited to try that because it looks absolutely delicious. All right, it is already the end of the day. The morning was just a little bit hectic. Obviously, I told you that I had my new teacher committee meeting this morning, and it ended a little bit early, but not as early as I thought. I had like 10 minutes before my kids came in, and then I remembered that I had to print out word searches because since it is my month to do morning work, that means I'm also responsible for getting word searches on Fridays during the month. And I totally forgot about that, so I had to get that ready. And then during my planning time, I had to answer a bunch of emails, and I had to reprint a couple of interims because I had emails from other teachers that they had to change comments, and then I had to reprint them. And interims are just like progress reports if you're not sure what they are. And then I was trying to get some bags ready for science. I had to move around some of the materials because today they were testing different materials to see if they were going to be conductors of electricity. And the bags that I had 2 wires in each one, so I had to put a 3rd wire in it and all that good stuff. And then during lunchtime, I ended up eating with my team teachers. So it is now the end of the day. Overall, it was a pretty good day. It's just hectic after coming back from a substitute, and I did have to talk to both of my classes. Actually, I had to talk to my homeroom, my block 1, my block 2, and my dismissal group because the substitute did not leave a report from yesterday, but I had some students who told me some things that happened. My TA told me some things that happened. Some of the other teachers told me things that happened, and I was not very happy. And I was completely honest. I let my classes know. I said, you really disappointed me. You really let me down. Like, I lost a little bit of trust in you all because I want them to realize that they represent me even when I'm not there. And I said that not only were their actions disrespectful towards the substitute, but I find them to be disrespectful towards me. And honestly, I have really high expectations for my students, and I understand when there's a substitute that they can get away with more than they would otherwise, but I expect them to be better for a substitute than they are for me. So I was honest with them. I think they do overall feel bad about their actions. Hopefully the next time I have a substitute, it is better. We shall see. I think part of the issue is I didn't warn them that we were going to have a substitute. Like, I just let it happen. And obviously in the future, I do think that warning them and like letting them know, hey, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, this is what I expect of you, is much better. But in reality, that doesn't happen all the time. So it is a little bit after 4 o'clock. I need to get math homework ready for next week. On Monday, we are giving a quiz, and that's all ready to go, but I need to get homework ready because it is my week to do homework. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that. I'm going to grade some of the Google Classroom assignments that my students did today on Chromebooks for math. They had to measure different angles. So I'm going to real quick finish grading those, and then I'm going to get out of here. So I will catch up with you all after. I can officially check off create math homework for next week from my to-do list. These are ready to go for Monday, so I don't have to worry about it on Monday morning. So I was planning on leaving at 4:45, and it is 4:54, so that didn't work out so well, but I have the homework ready. I did not get anything graded, but I did have to post a message on Shutterfly. So Shutterfly is free. You can make like a website and you can add parents to it, and then you can post on there. You can send out emails, you can post pictures. It's awesome. If you've never checked it out, I recommend you do. I had never used it until this school year, but like mostly all the grades in the school use it. And it's actually really convenient. So I had to post on there, I had to answer some emails, get some papers to take home to grade over the weekend, because Billy is actually going to be out of town. So he's going to visit his dad and his grandmother in Tennessee, and that means I'm going to be alone all weekend, and I'm really sad about it, but I think it will help me to be very productive and get a lot done. But since he is leaving, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can go do my run, get it done with, and then I can spend the night with him before he leaves tomorrow morning. So if you enjoyed this vlog, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it really helps me out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can hit it down there, hit the little notification bell while you are at it. so that you get notified every time I post a new video. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so, so much. Don't forget to think positive, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. In the description box, you'll find links for my Teachers Pay Teachers store along with my PO address if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.